Ready?
All right, welcome back. Primarily speaking, show where we love to talk shit and kick it on several topics, ranging from random news, entertainment, sports, politics, community, and our favorite thing. Sit your ass down, man. I am your host with the most, man with the gas, Mr. Poppin' Two Quarters. Let me get in that ass. It is your boy T Prime, Anazul to the 25.
And you know who it is. I am the total package Rich there, bro. Hauling ass on 95 right now as we doing this thing right now. Kicking it live. And we need some more introductions. Fellas, let me have it.
Man, y'all already know who it is. It's your down south Georgia boy representative coming to you live and direct from the 229. It's Hannibal Vanderbilt, baby. Matter of fact, just call me E. Lamar from now on. We just gonna go ahead and handle business and keep it straight to it. Keep you nothing but the truth, the whole truth, and straight up the facts.
Woo!
Yo, it's your boy, Q, the Body Brown. I'm here to represent for Alabama and slam your ass on the ground. Kick this shit off, man. Let's get this shit rolling today. Goddamn, let's get into the facts.
Oh shit, he's ready. He ready to dive in.
Hey, every time bro said from Alabama radio saying something with some slang, that shit just make me laugh. I don't know why.
You the Body
Ready to get
Brown.
rough.
Alabama,
He ready to
Alabama, down on the ground. Shit.
All
ready
right,
to get
man, we got a lot to talk about today, and we got some a very spicy topic we're gonna talk about later. We're gonna try to jump into that a little bit later because I think we're gonna have some good commentary on that.
Man, can we all just get along?
I don't know, man. Some say we can't, but we gonna find out. We gonna flesh it out, y'all, boy. So let's kick this thing off, man. Random news. I heard from our good co-host, Mr. Hannibal, that there is a guy named Cottrell Walls in Chicago, Illinois, that assaulted a 7-year-old girl on a live Zoom. Tell us about the show. Tell us about that, man.
Oh man, for one thing, let me start this off first by saying he's a waste of skin.
Very true.
All right, so what happened was, from what I read, the girl was on a remote learning session, which they do through Zoom, and on there at the time, I guess it got, it was muted, and the teacher began yelling out to the child as the act was taking place.
So it was saw it.
It was teacher plus 6 others. I don't know, and I'm assuming that the 6 others were students.
Damn.
That were really learning. That saw this heinous act.
And you said that after she was yelling out, he cut the
video. It had been going on for a while, and he told the 7-year-old not to tell anyone, and he's related to the 7-year-old, but it didn't state how he was related. I'm assuming maybe that was his little sister or maybe a close cousin.
Man, that's so despicable, man. I like you like to say, Rex, man. He need to be tarred and feathered, castrated. Like that's despicable, man. Harming kids, man.
All that could happen done, though. That's disgusting. I mean, and you, like I said, most of the time it's the family members, man. Somebody close to them or somebody you know intimately, So just a sad time, man. Sending up prayers for that family, man.
I hate to hear that story, man. Shouts out to that little girl and her family. I hope she recovers and gets the help that she needs, man, mentally and physically, man. I also heard about I read a story. This happened here in Columbia, South Carolina, actually. A mother of a 5-year-old girl is suing Richland School District 1 after she says her daughter was frequently sexually assaulted on a school bus. Now, according to the suit, the incident happened in February 2020. Documents claim that her daughter told an older male student, they didn't give the age of the student, but he exposed his private parts to the girl. And on another incident that he tried to force her head down to his lap. And apparently, like the way these school buses supposed to be set up is that the older kids have to sit in the back while the younger kids sit in the front, closer to the driver. And the driver was right there, like she was sitting right behind the driver, and he ain't did shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's happened multiple times, man. Again, I hope that this family get the what they deserve, man, because that's just despicable allowing this shit to happen. Man, you the protector of these kids on this bus, man. What the fuck are you doing?
Right.
Hey, man.
Like, and something need to happen to that driver too. And I mean, everybody else involved that's trying to cover that up. That's ridiculous. I mean, you said 5 years old?
5 years old, man. 5 fucking years old. That's just, come on, man.
That's the worst. See, shit like that make you want to just go out and cut some people shit. Excuse me. Just cut some people off.
Cut off the bottom half. You know what I'm saying? Cut them off at the waist. Shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's despicable, man. I mean, and to cover it up is even worse. You know, like you said, they're supposed to be the protectors. They're supposed to be the guardians.
I hate hearing stuff that happened to kids, man. That's just breaks my heart, man. Really breaks my heart, man. In other random news, Hannibal, you told us about Lisa Montgomery. Who's Lisa Montgomery?
All right, Lisa Montgomery. She will be the first female executed since Bunny Brown Hetty was executed back in 1953. Lisa Montgomery was sentenced to death row back in 2008 when she admitted, well, she stated that she was guilty to the crime of killing the mother-to-be, Bobby Jo Stinnett, back in 2008 and cutting the baby from her womb and pretending that the baby was her own.
So she's trying to out there stealing babies.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
She's stealing goddamn babies. Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah, like for real stealing them. Like, damn. Hey, wait a minute. Where this happened at?
And it didn't say where she was from. I just picked up the headline when it stated that she was the first female that would be executed back in since 1953.
Man, I you know what? I actually thought that a female had been executed since then, but I didn't know it been that. That's been what, almost 70 years?
Yeah, and it's been 3 females on death row.
Since then or total?
Total.
Wow, I thought there would.
Yeah, I thought it would be more.
But...
I thought it was more. I don't know if they meant currently, but the way they worded it, it sounded like that's all.
That's it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, wow. Well, sorry, Lisa, but you deserve that shit.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
yeah, you deserve every bit of that.
See you.
Her execution date is December 8th, 2020.
Oh, 3 days before my birthday, my daughter's birthday.
Yeah, and that can't come fast enough. That cannot come fast enough. That shit shit.
Deuces out there killing people for their kids, man. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Now, how that little girl is gonna grow up when her supposed mother
they say she went from it did say it happened in Missouri, because that's where
man, I knew it, man. Yeah, it's a little town in Missouri that got like a bad curse over them or something they was showing. It wasn't like a movie, it's like a documentary. And they killed this dude named Harry Rex something, because he was like the bully of the town. But that was like one of the last stories that happened. They said this lady, she caught her online with some puppy type thing over there. You know, they like sell dogs. Little puppies.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, I thought that name sounded familiar. Bobby Jo Stinnett or whatever. Yeah. That's crazy, man.
That's what it said. She drove up there about a puppy, and as soon as she got in the house, she strangled her, and she went unconscious. And she got a kitchen knife and started cutting her open, but she regained consciousness, and so she choked her out until her death. And then she cut the baby out. Yeah.
If you want a baby that bad, adopt. What the fuck? Why you gotta take somebody's child?
And it's clear, man. When I was watching that, I was like, man, this shit ain't real, man. That shit ain't really happening. Damn. Wow.
That remind me of that story that happened with the lady. I think it was a black lady too that took the baby out the nursery at the hospital.
I worked with that lady. Yeah, I worked.
I'm about to say, I can't clip them. Know that broad, man.
What? You work with her?
Dog, I on the Gloria Williams.
Yeah,
on the real.
You work with her.
Upon but like before any of that, you would never know.
Have you met her daughter? Like,
Yeah.
well, supposed daughter? Shit.
I
Yes.
know, right? Yeah, that ain't her real
Yes.
daughter.
Wow, I didn't know that, bro.
Yes.
And you say she seemed crazy.
No.
Well, her ass
know
is
what I'm saying?
crazy. She stole a child.
Yeah, they can hide that shit good, man. You know that.
Wow.
On the real, like after that, I was like, damn, like you never fucking know. Like you never know.
God damn, I'm going to work tomorrow looking at motherfuckers sideways at the job.
Yeah, like what you doing in your spare time? What you doing?
Shit.
What's going on?
All
Yeah,
right,
that's
man. Moving on, man. We're gonna move on. There was anything else in random news, fellas? Anything else? Nope. Oh, all right. Moving on to entertainment. T.I. put out a new album. Love that album called The Libra. Do anybody know what the Libra stands for? Because it looked like acronyms, but I wasn't sure what.
I didn't look up what the acronyms he might have had for it, but the Libra, I mean, that's his zodiac sign, so
Right.
you know what I'm saying.
Album is fire. I love the album.
Hardest song on that album, I him and his son, The Money Getting It In, and The Family Connection.
Family Connection, yeah, because Messiah did the beat, produced the beat.
Oh, Messiah did the beat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
that's fire right there. He had Deja was on the end of the album. She did like the outro, but not on the song. But yeah, that was
the lady doing that, Miss Pat, who doing the interlude.
Yeah,
she funny as shit. Yeah, you know my
like
my yeah, you know my equilibrium. You know I had my nipple shot off. I was like, damn.
Miss Pat is funny, man. She is hilarious, man.
Hell yeah.
Check out Miss Pat. Look her up, man. She's funny as fuck. She got a crazy story, life story too, man. Check her out if you get a chance. But that album was real good. I thoroughly enjoyed listening to that.
And another one, Black Thought.
Black Thought too. Black Thought.
Yeah.
What is it? Was it Streams of Thought or Thoughts of Stream? Something like that. But anyway,
I forgot the name. Yeah, I forgot the title. I can't think of it right now.
Come on, fellas. Let's get it together now. I mean, goddamn.
I know it's a volume 3.
No, it's been a crazy
volume 3. But it's
been
album. I can tell you what the album is right now. It is called Streams of Thought, volume 3. I thought I was right. Yeah, I thought I was right. But Benny the Butcher put out an album too. That's good. I like that album. I think Conway the Machine album is better, but Benny the Butcher album slap. I like that shit. So y'all get a chance.
I like how Tip had them on his album. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have them all collective, but he had them separate songs.
That song Half a Ticket. That shit hard. I like that shit. That shit hard.
Yeah.
So if y'all get a chance, check out T.I. new album, The Libra. All right. Lovecraft Country season finale tonight. And I have been a slacker. I have not watched it yet, but I have pledged that I'm gonna start today. Man,
tell us why you haven't watched it. Because you getting pumped out over there. Get pumped out. So he's scared to watch though.
Oh, you decided.
I've already told him, hey, you watch the show without me.
So you taking this moment to take a jab at me, huh?
Yeah.
It looked like it.
Like Lopez did last night.
Yes, because my wife has not decided she wants to sit down and watch it yet. I have not watched it because any man that has been in a long relationship knows you don't skip out on those shows that your significant other wants to watch with you. Hint, hint, if you get down the line, sir. Let's see if you make it long enough.
Sacrifice.
Wait a minute, hold on.
I'm willing to sacrifice that.
He know that too. I'm pretty sure he knows that too. He knows
I know that.
Oh yeah.
See, me on the other hand, I'm willing to sacrifice that little attitude for going ahead and watching the show because I'm not gonna wait on you forever. I want to watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
You see how you newbies are? You know, when y'all fresh in relationship, y'all think with y'all principles.
Well, this ain't my first relationship though.
And you know what that is? That's the difference between married and relationships. That's two different things, though, because if you was married, Hannibal, you would not be responding like that. Guaranteed.
I was married before, and guess what?
What?
That is
You
not
ain't
the
You ain't
reason you
married
got
no
Guess
divorced.
what? You ain't
That's
married no
how I've
married no
always.
more. Yeah,
You ain't married now, nigga.
yeah, we know. Because of that same attitude, sir. That same attitude.
Nah, they ain't had nothing to do with it.
So he said.
Exactly. That's
In
what
on
he
good
said.
terms. Mutual. A mutual separation.
All right.
That's right.
I know with Lovecraft Country, man, I know you want to give a good shout out to the director, Victoria Mahoney. And
Yeah. And then I want to give it to the lead writer, Misha Green and Jordan Peele. You can see the influence that he has in there. And another thing I want to point out about Lovecraft Country, the historical references by both the historical references to
What?
Tulsa in both. Man,
We with you. We with you.
thank you. In both The Watchmen and then one of probably I love The Watchmen when it came out, and people dissed it and they did all this other stuff, but I be damned if you don't see that's your boy Rex's entertainment business crush right there.
Or
Regina King.
Regina King?
Yeah, Regina King.
Yeah. Oh,
Look at the
yeah.
awards that she got from that show and her
Yeah,
performance.
they
in
had a
the
lot
show.
of awards for that show.
Yeah, and I love that show, but I just feel like Lovecraft Country is one of the best shows I have watched in a very long time.
Wow. See, yeah, that's enticing, man.
Yeah, see, the show is good because of the historical references, not just the Tulsa, but everything else. They have the thing with Emmett Till and all of that. And then you add in the sci-fi and all of that. You have great actors on that show. Journey Smollett, we give her brother the shit for lying, Juicy Smollett.
Them two separate people. We can't mix them together. He's the boxer and she's the good one.
Yeah.
We can't mix them together. Yeah,
I know. I'm saying, hold on. I'm saying that. But you know what I'm saying? Her acting on the show has been phenomenal. Everything about this show this season has been phenomenal. I don't know if they're going to have a second season. They should have a second season. But everything I've seen has been phenomenal.
But I don't.
What's the show? What's the premise of the show?
But I wouldn't say sci-fi. I would say it amplifies the stereotype that Black people are naturally gifted in, like witchcraft or the dark arts.
Yeah, it does. It does amplify that
What's
something. It's something magical about Black people.
What's the premise of the show? Like, what's the purpose?
All right, so it's a journey.
This dude takes bloodline, man. This whole bloodline got everything to do with it. He's the main character. My man is he's a good actor, dog. Because I mean, with him and her, their chemistry on screen and everything is perfect. But everything surrounding him, and I forget the name of this cult that's trying to get this like model of the universe or something like that. The game of immortality. So it's basically white against Black. Yeah.
Okay.
It's really white against Black.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And it references how white people use Black people body parts and shit like that.
Yeah.
Throughout the history of
wow. That's almost like Get Out in a sense. Well, Jordan Peele is a producer of the show.
Man,
I'm telling you, when the first time I watched it, I was hooked. And then when you're watching it and it goes down and it gives everybody's backstory, and everybody gets the individual episode. But in the individual episode, it never loses the continuity with the rest of the storyline.
That's dope.
Yeah. That's a good show. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to, shout that out. That is an amazing show.
By next week, when we come back next week, I will have watched the entire season by next week.
Hey, you're gonna do like Q the Body did. Q the Body started watching it and finished it the whole on Monday. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he finished the whole thing up to the point now.
I'm gonna do like high school. I'm gonna stay up late to watch it.
You ain't gotta stay up late to watch it.
You're gonna try to sneak and watch it. You're gonna try to sneak and watch it. That's good. Make sure you don't see the light.
Good stuff, man. So yeah, y'all check out Lovecraft Country, man. I'm gonna try to watch it tonight. Season finale is tonight. Well, I guess when people see this, it's gonna be last night. Next, anything else in entertainment, young men? No? Okay, then we go on to sports. Y'all boy quiet.
All right.
So we are
moving right along.
Last week we predicted that the Heat would win and they would go to game 6.
You predicted that.
Game 7. I wasn't the only one. Hannibal agreed with me that they probably gonna go. They should go to game 7, but that didn't happen. Lakers won their chip. Now, is it me or was this NBA championship a little lackluster?
The final game was terrible. It was the worst final game I ever saw.
I mean, they got blew out, man. They've been down by 30 points at one point.
No, they've been down by 30 points for most of the game. But I knew that was gonna happen because you can only throw so many punches. After a while, them legs get tired. And them punches don't have the same. Them punches don't have the same pop on them, man. Too many injuries, too many significant injuries, and too little, too late, man.
I have to ask you a question.
Role players ain't gonna be consistent like that all the time.
I gotta ask a question to Rex. Does this up LeBron James's status in your opinion?
You mean like as far as being a great player?
Yeah.
He get one more chip. He's that much more of an elite player now. You got to give him that.
Yeah, I've never been a person that said he wasn't a great player. I always thought he was a great player. I just didn't put him on that same pedestal as I put a few other people. But I mean, you got to give it to him. I mean, he did that. I mean, because they wouldn't have done it without him. They wouldn't have did it without him. So he did that.
No doubt about that. Yeah, he did that, and you got to give it. You got to give it up to him. I mean, we all know the argument I get into when they start using those letters and calling them that. I'd be like, wait a minute, no, you can't do that. You know, I just got to defend that honor the whole time. But him winning that 4th chip, you know, and look like they might have a good chance of repeating. So, I mean, things looking up for him. And I mean, he 35 now? He'll be 36 next year. You don't normally see that, man. He really is a physical specimen, man. You got to give it up.
Dude, you spend about $1.5 million to take care of your body. Oh yeah.
Smart investment. Yes, sir.
Well,
yes, sir.
when your body is your money maker, you goddamn right you better take care of your money maker. That's like somebody doing maintenance on their car. You better
That's like a race car driver. You got to keep that car tight. You know,
comparison. That's a good comparison because you damn right about that.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. Right. Hey,
what about You said you wanted to bring up something about Dak Prescott, him out.
Yeah, you know what? And I know, and my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I know I am the #1 cowboy hater in this United States of America. I know that for sure. But what happened to that young man last week was sad, man, because he didn't get a chance to get paid, and honestly, I don't think he's gonna get the contract that he deserves. You know, for like you been saying, Hannibal, he been carrying that team, man. He been doing this thing. You know, and for some reason they kept hesitating to pay him, hesitating to make him, you know, feel like he's the franchise, like a Troy Aikman or something like that or whatever. And man, just to see him go down like that, it was a gruesome injury. And I just hope and pray he come back, you know, as best he can, you know, and get him money and just complete his career. You know, we'll see. Matter of fact, what Brown think about that? I know that's his team.
Yeah, you talking about that. You asked him what you think about that. Yeah, slide over him, man.
Yeah, man. Hope the man come back healthy, man, strong, better than he was before, better pocket passer. Hope he have a great career. And hope he end up with a new team. Back to the man.
And I know this is a painful process for you, Brown. I understand, you love your Cowboys and stuff or whatever, but as the future right now, this season going forward, what do you think are the prospects of your Cowboys?
It's a lot better than Miami Dolphins. A lot better
Wait a minute. I just sound like a low blow. I'm just asking you a question. I just want to know what your thoughts.
And I gave you my answer. It's a lot better than Dolphins is.
That's some stiff passive aggressiveness, Rex. That's almost like that stiff arm Josh Norman got.
Yeah.
Man. That was me.
Hey, listen, that got to be the top stiff arm of all time, man. Y'all cannot name another stiff arm better than that one, man.
That nigga was
I don't know if you call it stiff arm. I call it swatting away a bug.
Yeah. The way he did it, dog, it's like when he touched it, his arm got a whole nother gear. It was like, ah.
Like he boy had the iron fist on or something.
Oh, man.
That shit was
punch man. That's the one punch man.
Yeah.
Man, that nigga look like 100 pounds out there, man. Shit.
Yeah. And the most embarrassing thing, dog, because I think of it like this. Like if something like that happened to me or Lundy or Brown, something like that, dog, we would roast the shit out of each other, dog. Be like, what? What you say? Don't make me call your boy now. Don't make me call Henry.
Me personally, Rex.
Listen, man. This whole place will be roasting for days behind that shit, man. For days.
That was funny, man. And
I was over his legs. What's that shit?
Yeah, you gonna have to step on me or something. You ain't gonna spot me away like that. Right.
Yeah. Now see a running back like him, you gotta go at his legs, dog. That's just only right. Yeah, that's only right.
That was super funny, man. That was super funny. Anything else in sports? I know London, you were saying that Dak was carrying the Cowboys on his shoulders. And I didn't see them carry him nowhere.
See, you gotta watch the country. They wouldn't be in none of them games if it wasn't for him. None of them.
Not with the defense we got.
That defense sucked.
I'm not.
If you scoring that many points, it's not on your quarterback at that point, because your quarterback is out there with precision, dude. You know how hard it is to throw for 450 yards.
No, I've never thrown for 450 yards, so no, I don't know.
All right, so the man did it 3 weeks in a row, and matter of fact, he went over 300. He was almost at 400 again for the fourth week in a row.
They win those games.
They still ain't get that W.
Their defense sucked. They're not gonna win a lot of games.
Team effort. One go down, we all go down.
They got two wins out of them games.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it was better than Dolphins. But,
Wait a minute. I ain't even saying nothing. Oh man, flag on the play. Trying to want to put y'all down right now, man. You ain't saying nothing about this box yet. You ain't saying nothing about this box.
When they reckon 3-2?
Maybe.
It's better than
maybe. But I know one thing, Brown. Our squad got better prospects than your squad, since you're gonna be like that. How about that?
Prospects.
Yeah.
You mean
we on the way up? We on the way up. Y'all on the way down, dog. Y'all
mean like
though. You think Dak gonna get he obviously can't get all his money for the new contract he just signed.
Yeah.
No, Jerry Jones dirty for all that shit though.
But the good thing about
Jerry Jones did everything he do. Everything he do dirty.
In a way, and I
hear you saying for Dak on the contract side is.
Hey, y'all ain't listening.
Good thing for
Dak. The way he kind of was smart with that.
Rick, wait a minute, Rick. Go ahead, bro.
So the good thing for Dak on the contract side is that he made it to week 5, so he's still getting all his money.
Oh, he's still gonna get all his money?
Yeah.
Yeah, he get 30-something million.
Because he made it to week 5.
Yeah, he get 30-something million.
Find a way to not pay him.
Yeah, so they can't not pay him because he's on the franchise tag. And his money is guaranteed as long as he makes it week 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So that's 30-something million this year.
What you about to say, Rex?
You talking about compared to what he could get? or could have gotten with a long-term contract.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, a
I
lot
mean, he can't get that now. That's why I said Jerry Jones kind of rolled the dice and he won with it. I mean, because look at it now. What if he had given him that long-term contract now? We don't know how Dak can come back after this. He probably would have fucked up. But being stubborn and being a smart businessman that he is, he made the right gamble.
So let me tell you this, Rex. I think he'll still get his money because young Teddy Bridgewater proved that already. You get your money down the road.
You can get your money down the road, no doubt. I mean, but think about it. He ain't gonna get the same contract that he could have gotten before he got hurt from Dallas. That's why he's saying he gonna get his money from another team. I don't think he's gonna stay with the Cowboys, but you get paid, down the line because he's a good, stout starting quarterback.
How many years was his contract for?
He's under the
franchise tag.
Oh,
that's why he get about like 37 point something million.
Yeah, 37.8 million, something like that.
Yeah,
under the franchise tag.
All right. Y'all got anything else in sports y'all want to rap about?
Yeah. So tonight we're gonna see if it will be the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Braves or the Dodgers, because the Braves have choked away a 3-1 lead that they had on the Dodgers.
The Braves, the Braves, the what?
Yeah. We had a 3-1 lead, man, and then we
choking again. They choking again like they always do. Oh goodness, not again. Hey, listen, I really hope they get there, though. Like, I mean, I really hope they get there. I really hope they get there, man. But I don't think it's going to.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not going the way they advantage, man.
Speaking of,
no, we had an injury, man, that kind of messed up the flow.
Well, speaking of getting there, moving into politics, it has been said that Nancy Pelosi is giving somebody or whoever 2 weeks to get a stimulus package done. Or else.
So
you talking about Donald Trump?
Yeah, if nobody knows, like, it's pretty much Nancy Pelosi versus Mitch McConnell when it comes to the stimulus package. They've had a stimulus package. The Democratic Party's been holding steady at, they want 2.2, is it billion or trillion? I can't remember the number.
Trillion.
I think it's trillion, 2.2 trillion. And the Republican Party has been like no higher than, I think they want to move up to 1.8 trillion.
1.8, yeah.
Now, but still the Democratic Party is saying that's too low. Mitch McConnell's pretty much saying that he wants to do a smaller stimulus package for schools, healthcare workers, and everything first. They don't really want to do another stimulus check to the civilian, the public. Another thing, and they don't want to do it because they feel like I don't know why they don't want to do it.
You know why they want to do it?
That's why.
Because they say fuck America.
Let me tell you, they probably gonna wait until after the election, and then if he win, then they gonna fucking put the shit out.
He already actually he already. I know he came out and said that dumbass shit, but that motherfucker do like everybody, like a bad song. That bitch changed his tune, and he goddamn said that he wanted them to put out a bigger package and go ahead and just get it done.
I mean, I don't know why it taking so long to just do the shit, man. You just did it back in April. Just do it now. What the fuck you waiting on?
They don't want to do
it, bro. They don't want to do it.
And if he get reelected, they ain't having no way.
Yeah, I bet if their ass wasn't working, they'd be begging for that shit. A lot of people are out of work, man, and fucked up. Huh?
But they really ain't working. They getting paid for nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I mean. Like, they getting paid, and a lot of people out here not. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are out of work. You know what I'm saying? They want to work but can't get a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? These your voters. What the fuck you wouldn't do for the voters, man? It's stupid. It's fucking stupid to me. Oh well. Carrying on the presidential town hall meetings that they had in lieu of the debate.
Trump being a coward and not want to do another presidential debate.
Now he said he don't want to do a presidential debate virtually, but then he goes and do a virtual thing.
That's
with
what I'm trying to
Rush
say.
Limbaugh, right after that, instead, like nigga, what the fuck is that? You know, Trump is just I don't know. And then he in his town hall meeting, he fumbling and couldn't answer questions and trying to dodge the question. But I do like that host. I forget her name right now, but she was holding on the task, man. Like, no, you gonna answer this question, bro. I don't like your answer. You're gonna have to do a better job. I thought that was pretty good.
And you see he was dogging her out at one of them rallies, right? I cannot remember the moderator's name, man, but she really held him to task for a couple of shit he been talking about, because he been just basically lying, once again in front of people. Just that dude has no shame whatsoever, dog.
Like
He'll lie to anybody.
I heard somebody mention how he couldn't remember whether or not he took a test on the day of the first debate. It's like you couldn't remember something from just 3 weeks ago. However, you remember some shit from years ago, decades ago. You know for a fact that happened, or you didn't do this decades ago, but you couldn't remember if you took a test.
Like you said, he remember watching Muslims celebrating when 9/11 happened from a rooftop.
It's like, come on, man. You full of shit, man. And I'm gonna take this opportunity to talk about being full of shit, talking about Trump, to segue into what I would like to say is our big topic for the day. Now, Ice Cube recently had discussions with the Trump administration about his CWBA, the contract with Black America. And they had negotiated some things, and what I understand, just having a conversation. And a lot of people didn't like that. A lot of people think that it was a bullshit move for him to even have that conversation. Now, I gotta start with you, Rex. I want to hear what you have to say about Cube.
I knew you were gonna start with me, and I like the way you threw that softball out there. Yeah, just a conversation, just a conversation. I like how you put that. Try to smooth that over at first or whatever. My thing is, and y'all already know, you should have never been talking to that motherfucker in the first place. I never said, and I never will say Cube is a coon or a sellout or anything like that. But for him to do this shit now, or to even have them being able to put his name out there bad like this now, right before the election, is stupid, irresponsible, and he definitely, I'm gonna let y'all know right now, he gonna have to sit his ass down in our segment later, though. He gonna have to sit his ass down, because it don't make no sense. That's like the equivalent of going to tell your plan for Black people to David Duke, and you can't have that. And another thing I can say is, if he really was serious about that, Ice Cube has no political experience whatsoever. He should have asked somebody to go with him. He should have had people surrounding him, that had the knowledge of what he wanted to talk about or whatever. That would have made it look more serious. Right now, Trump only used this shit as a photo op, as an opportunity to try to confuse some Black people, which some Black people are very confused behind this shit, dog, because the reason why we having this debate now is I know for a fact that all of us still gonna vote a certain way, and it's not gonna be for Trump. But you got some Black people out here that gonna follow that shit up and look at that Cube shit and be confused and be like, "Oh damn, he down with Trump, Trump down for us." And y'all done seen the idiots.
No, they not, because he already came out and said that he's not down with Trump.
This whole shit too serious right now for anybody to be playing games. This is a serious time. We need serious fucking people. What he did was irresponsible and stupid. Bottom line.
I want to hear from
talk to that motherfucker in the public.
Before I say anything, I want to hear from Hannibal next.
Yeah, let's go ahead, Cutie Body Brown. Go ahead and hit him up.
So let me use this analogy in this situation. If you have a product that you want to sell,
okay, and
you're trying to sell this product to the masses, right? You're trying to benefit the masses by selling this product. You don't talk. God, that crab look good as hell. You don't want to just talk to one side when you're trying to sell this, your plan or your product that benefits the masses. Right. Now, if one side that supposedly love Black folks don't want to talk to you, that's a goddamn issue. And that ain't and that's not Q's fault that the Democrat Party said we'll talk to you after the election. That's the Democratic party problem. Apparently, they ain't want to listen. They ain't want to sit down with this man and talk to this man about this issue. They ain't want to bring it up at all until after the election. Now, if you really want black people to vote for you or to vote your way, then you would have sat down with this man and had a discussion with him and alleviate this situation. It wouldn't have played out the way in which Rex is talking about black people being confused. But my take on it, if you're confused as a black person in America right now about who to vote for, that's your damn problem. That's not Ice Cube problem. That's your problem. No matter what Ice Cube did, if you're still thinking about voting for Trump right now, that's your own problem.
What you got to say, Hannibal?
So let's get this out the way first. When Ice Cube first said he was doing a contract with Black America, he said he was going to release it to both parties. And he said he was going to sit down and talk with whoever he had to sit down and talk to so he could get this contract done for Black America, because he's seen it as a way to help Black America.
Right.
Also, when he also said this, he let us know that he was going to stand by his word and that he was not a Trump supporter, or never would he endorse Trump. So he puts this out to both parties. One party says, like Cuda Body Brown mentioned, they stated, we will talk to you after the election, which is confusing because it seems like something that you would want to do to strengthen your political plan.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, to strengthen your way to a nomination. And then you have another party that says, yes, we want to take a look at your plan. I ain't seen no photo with Trump and Ice Cube shaking hands and chuckling with each other like Steve Harvey and Kanye West, even though we knew Kanye West was butt jobbing at the beginning. Only problem I had with Steve Harvey is when he came out and said he good people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we know that's bullshit. That's
Right.
not factual at all. So what I see what Ice Cube did, he put his plan out there and he did exactly what he would do. He never endorsed. And when people asked him, he said, I never endorsed. He said, what do you mean the dark side? Both of them the dark side. He said, but if I have to walk through something about walking through the darkness to get to the light, I'm willing to walk through the darkness to get to the light. He viewed both of them as the dark side, and which they are. Because the history and politics and black people, shit, there ain't been no love other than Obama being elected as president. Ain't been no fucking love. And they treated him like shit when he was in the White House. So what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like,
so what I got to say about this thing is
Can I jump in before you go, Brian?
Huh?
And the contract Black America is not Ice Cube's plan, actually. That's been developed and that's been 20 years in the works.
Yeah.
There's another group that came up with that plan, and he kind of jumped on board to facilitate, marketing the idea.
Is that the same plan you had sent the link about?
Yeah.
About a month ago? Yeah, okay. Yeah. So my thing on the whole thing is you can't get anything done without talking to the people in power. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, we're not in power. And if they're willing to have a conversation, why not have the conversation? Nobody said anything about siding with anybody. It's just a conversation. Now, yeah, it may be true that they ain't gonna plan on doing shit. And unfortunately, they may have used it as a what you want to say, a selling point, optics, whatever you want to say.
But even in that backfired on them.
It might be unfortunate that they did that. However, that doesn't detract from having the actual conversation. You got to talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? So what if they actually the Republicans win? Then that means, because they in the office for 4 more years, that means we got to wait 4 years to have this conversation with the powers that be. Like you if we want change, we got to start somewhere. And I don't think he did anything wrong as far as having a conversation. That's all it was a conversation. There has been no deals made. It's a negotiation right now. There's been nothing set in stone as far as the initiating the conversation. That's it. So I don't see why people looking at him as though you should have never fucking talked to him and blah blah. But matter of fact, he didn't even talk to Trump. He just talked to his administration. You know what I mean, he didn't talk to Trump directly about anything. So having that conversation, I don't see nothing wrong, Rex. And I don't like the fact that you just automatically put him in that boat of that's fucked
we
up.
know you didn't read it first. You didn't read it to Apple. We know.
Say what now? Wait, hold. Say what now?
We know you were reacting to the headline first before reading it. And
See,
you just think it. No.
Look,
let me finish.
Wait,
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Hold up. No, I ain't gonna let you finish.
Let me finish.
You
Let me finish.
You done come out your mouth talking about you know what I do. Like you inside this head or whatever, dog. First off, let me tell you, when I first saw it, I read everything about it. And the first thing I thought in my mind, why the fuck is he talking to them motherfuckers? That's the first thing popped in my mind off top. Because let me tell you this, just like how, and I understand what Prime's saying. Now, Prime, let me ask you a question. You say this plan for Black America been on the books for how many years?
So it's been in the making for almost 20 years.
Yeah.
20 years. So they already know the plan. They already know what time it is. They already know. Wait a minute. They already know what we want.
And how you already know the plan? You've been putting it together. You don't know exactly what the plan is. You mean you have to wait what you want to go. You know how many times that shit didn't change?
Did you read the contract with Black America?
Hell no, he ain't read the contract with Black America. Ain't no way he read.
Hold up.
He wouldn't be talking about Ice Cube.
Okay, hold up. So has it dramatically changed in the last 20 years?
Answer the question. Have you read the contract with Black America?
No, listen, just answer my question, man. Y'all trying to be funny and shit.
No, we're not trying to be funny.
Has the plan dramatically changed in the last 20 years?
Have you read it?
No,
see, I keep
wait. Both of y'all. I think with Brown and Hannibal was saying that the plan was being created over the past 20 years. It hasn't been in place 20 years ago. It was being built over 20 years.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I asked him this now, and he said, yeah. So basically, it took them 20 years to put this plan together, and they got it together now, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So for me, if you got this plan that gonna help Black folks, and you need somebody in power to help you enable this plan, why are you going to the Trump administration? What are they gonna do?
No. The thing is that he didn't go to the Trump administration.
That's the same mentality that Trump said when in 2016 he was like, African Americans, you got nothing to lose. Why not? You don't go and give David Duke your plan for Black people.
It's fucking clear that he had the crux.
Here's the crux real quick. He didn't go to them with the plan. He put the plan out and he reached out to the Democratic Party, but they said we ain't dealing with that shit right now. But the Republican Party,
no, they did not. No, they did not say that. They said we'll talk about it after the election, which makes sense. God damn, man.
You understand the thing?
Y'all finish now, so I can finish my train of thought, man.
But I wouldn't finish my train of thought. Hold on. What I was saying is that he didn't go to them. He put it out for both. One said we don't want to talk about that right now. We'll talk about that after the election. And one said let's talk about it now. So I don't see what the problem was talking about it now. Why we gotta wait? Why we have to wait to discuss our?
Because that's my. Okay, guys, let me ask you a question. If you got a major plan for your company, and you gonna go and talk to somebody that ain't got your company best interests at heart, you gonna give them your plan? Why would you do that?
So hold up, let me put this up.
No, hold up. I talking to Kaz. I want Kaz to answer that question first because I asked him.
God damn it, nigga!
I'll answer your question. I'll answer a question like this because the reason why that's not really a good comparison is because when you got a company, you don't have to go through one entity in order for your company to come to fruition. But what we talking about as far as the contract for Black America, we have to go through the government. There's no way we're going to get it without them. So whoever's in power is who you have to talk to. Whether it's the Democrats or the Republicans, you have to talk to who's in power. You can't say we're going to do it without you. You can't do that. So when you're talking about if I have a company, am I going to go with somebody that doesn't have my company best interest at heart? No, of course I wouldn't. And we know that the government don't necessarily have our best interest at heart, but we don't have a choice but to go through them. We don't have a choice. Who else? How else can we get it done without going through the top brass?
And the only thing about that is, all he got to do is just, if he really wanted to try to implement some type of plan, just wait till the Democrats win.
Implementing.
Can't talk to
win. What if
It's
they don't win?
negotiating, not
It's
implementing.
a negotiation, bro.
But what if they don't win? What if the Democrats don't win? What if the Republicans win? Does that mean
What has
4 years? Do we have to
What
wait
has
to
the-
have the conversation?
Well, I mean, if you're going to take that plan in them, if they win, let's say hypothetically they win, and they take the plan in them, what do you think the Republicans going to do with that plan?
But see, that I think
No. Before you dribble on, I want you to answer that question. What do you think the Republicans going to do with that plan?
I don't really. To be honest, I have no real good faith that they would do anything. Honestly, I don't have a lot of faith they would do anything. However, that doesn't mean don't have the conversation, because the conversation could spark something else that could get done.
Like what? Like what? Like you really think after all these years they gonna go hard?
We're in the beginning forms of this. So the conversation,
Brown is Rex. It's Rex on the show. It's Rex.
Fuck Rex then.
But the CWBA may not get brought to fruition. However, the conversation could spark something else that could come to fruition that could be for the betterment of Black people. But we don't know anything of that yet. We have to start somewhere though. And right now, unfortunately, Trump is and his administration is in power. Why? I don't think we need to wait for anybody. We want this shit now. We wanted this shit 40 years ago, 50, 60 years ago, hundreds of years ago. We've been wanting this shit. Why we got to keep waiting?
Why we negotiate? I want to know what went on in the conversation. What was the conversation about? All I keep hearing is there's nothing wrong with having a conversation. They had a conversation. What did they talk about? That's what I want to know. And another thing, and another reason why I don't like how Cube did that shit is because if he really was, doing his shit thoughtfully or whatever, he would have let everybody know, hey, I'm going to go talk to this motherfucker about this shit or whatever. And we're going to try to hash it. When he did that.
He said that.
We talked about the contract back to America over a month ago, right?
Right.
He said it then, brother. When he put it out online to everybody.
He said he's gonna go to Trump and talk to them about it.
He's gonna talk to everybody. Whoever want to have a conversation can have a conversation. He's talking to everybody.
Did you listen to the link I sent in the group chat? Yesterday, I think it was yesterday. The audio of the conversation he had back in 2018, I believe it was. And he was saying, he was saying like he don't have no love for Trump and don't give two shits about him. However, when it comes to Black America, I'm paraphrasing, but when it comes to Black America, he'll work with whoever is want to do best by us, he'll work with.
And that's why I mean, just listen to what you said just now, though. Whoever gonna do best by us, they not gonna do best by us. There's no need to give them no type of plan and that shit like that. Like I said, man, this whole shit done got a divide amongst people. Because you got people defending Q for that shit because of their love for him or whatever, and not seeing that it was
love. It's not love.
Run. Right now we're on fucking Shark Tank. And we gotta sell our plan, our idea.
It's not no, fuck that. It's not Shark Tank. It's not, we not fucking commodities, dog. It's not fucking Shark Tank. You ain't selling a product. You talking about black? No, it's not. No, it's fucking not. How the fuck you mean? It's not that way. And that's ridiculous for y'all to say that shit. There's real fucking lives at hand with this shit, dog. Real lives. You can't go to this bust ass motherfucker with your plan. He ain't got our best. Period.
I've been saying quiet.
Like I said, when I equated the shit, it's like you going to talk to David Duke, and that's the bottom.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. How the fuck it is?
Shut up, man. Just shut
Don't
up,
tell
man.
me to shut the fuck up. How the fuck you
Just
mean?
shut up, man. Just shut
Shit,
up,
I
man.
won't say what the fuck I want to say. That's
Just
how
shut
you
up, man.
started. I don't
I've been
want to
sitting
hear
over
that
here
shit no
quiet.
more.
I've been
We
sitting
ain't
over here
no fucking
quiet.
commodity.
I got something to say.
Prime, mute
We don't
everybody.
tell people
Mute
to shut
everybody,
up now.
Prime.
We
We
ain't
ain't no
doing that.
goddamn commodity.
Mute
Fuck
everybody,
that.
Prime.
And I didn't tell you to shut the fuck up.
We ain't gonna do that. We ain't
No,
gonna do
you
that.
ain't tell
Wait a
me
minute.
to
Wait
shut
a
the fuck
minute.
up,
Wait
but
a
you
minute.
tell me to shut up.
Prime, mute
Don't
everybody.
tell me to stop.
Wait. Rex, I want you to finish your thought, and then Hannibal, I want you to give.
Because I've been waiting a long time to talk now.
I know, and I want you to give your rebuttal.
Always
But I
fucking
want
talking. How the fuck you mean? Every time you always interrupting somebody.
Come on, Rex.
We giving you a chance to talk.
Come on, man. Just go ahead
Shit.
and finish what you had to say. Finish what you had to say.
We not commodities. Period. You can't take your shit to David Duke and expect him to do shit for black people. And he is fucking David Duke, dog. And you know the thing about it? Between him and David Duke, at least I respect David Duke because he let motherfuckers know what time it is. Trump is a bullshitting motherfucker that'll talk behind your back and smile in your face. He is exactly that type of person, dog. You don't trust motherfuckers like that.
All right.
He is David Duke with the way his heart is and how you feel about black people and people of color. Period.
Okay. All right. Now go ahead, Hannibal. Say what you had to say.
So let me put this like, if I'm just trying to get to the just this. So I want to know the reason you say fuck Ice Cube, big capital letters. So
Ice Cube was a bitch. Something like that.
no, yeah, he said fuck Ice Cube. He ain't call him a bitch.
I ain't say that man, but no bitch. See, and that's why I ain't call him no names.
All right. Wait.
I just say fuck Ice Cube. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
My bad.
Rex, we cleared that up. Wait.
So it's, you know what I'm saying, because he did exactly what he said he was gonna do. He said he was willing to sit down and talk with anybody to see who had the best interest for black people, that was gonna implement their plan that's been being constructed, not in place, but has been being constructed for the past 20 years, collecting data, going through other processes to make sure that you have an efficient plan.
Right.
It's not about a product. I got the analogy when he said Shark Tank. He's not referencing product. He's saying when you're trying to get your plan out there, anything you're trying to do, especially when it comes to finances, which is one of the big reasons of this plan, is fair, as well as the fair treatment of all of us. So you gotta get out. If that's the governing party right now, and you have things that you want to get government agencies and everything else behind, you have to see where they're coming from. You're just talking to them. You're not saying, okay, this is what we're gonna do. Nothing's finalized. There's been no support rendered towards one side, none of that stuff. And matter of fact, that was debunked very quickly when he came out and stated that there is no support. He's not endorsing Trump or anything. He let that be known quickly. They wasn't endorsing anyone. And I didn't even get an endorsement. I just got that there's a plan that's had, that this is the plan that they're going with, and they just want to talk about and to see how this group of people feel about the plan. Just talking to them. That's it.
Now, what I want to ask, because I don't think we're gonna change anybody's minds about how they feel about the situation. So what I want to ask you, Rex, is that your contention is that you don't have a problem with anybody speaking with the opposition. We'll call it the opposition, quote unquote. Or well, no, you don't have a problem with speaking with people that don't have our best interest at heart. No, I'm sorry. No, taking that back. Blah blah blah. Speaking with the enemy, but your issue is with speaking with somebody that doesn't have the best interest at heart. Would that be a fair statement?
Speaking with him, just like how
You
y'all
can
see
speak with him.
He's someone that doesn't have our best interest at heart. Correct? That's how you feel.
his whole administration, all them, and then it trickles down, dog.
I'm only trying to gauge where your standpoint is, and that's your
Yeah,
standpoint
and that's why.
the fact that they don't have our best interests at heart, that's your problem with speaking with them, and just because of that reason. Is that fair?
Yeah, and because of who Ice Cube is and what he's supposed to stand for.
Now, and
You know,
so and Hannibal, I think me, Hannibal, and Brown, I think we feel as though there's nothing wrong with having the conversation in and of itself, regardless of where it goes or if it comes to fruition, whatever. Just having the conversation. You correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys agree with me on that point. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And to speak to your point, Rex, about it being Ice Cube and who he is, I think that we should have more faith in what he stands for, to believe, or at least, yeah, to believe that he's not buck dancing or making a
I never said that.
illegitimate move.
I never said that.
I'm sorry. Well, I'm not want to say buck dance, but he's not making an illegitimate move in terms of trying to do something better for us black people. I think he deserves the benefit of the doubt simply because of all he's done up until now, how much he's voiced himself on our behalf, and how fucked up the world is, and how they treat the country is, and how they treat black people in this country. I think he deserves that benefit of the doubt until more information is known, because him just having a conversation doesn't tell us really anything other than him having a conversation. We don't know the details of that conversation. And until we see where that conversation goes or what happens come from that, I don't think it's fair to just throw him to the wind like that. I don't think so. You feel differently, obviously, but I don't think that's
I
fair.
didn't do that.
When
I
you
didn't do
say
that.
fuck Ice Cube in
I
big capital letters with 3
Yeah.
exclamation marks after it,
Yeah.
it looks like you're saying,
It feels like that.
yeah.
You may not have
So-
said that, but it feels like that.
Yeah, it looks like that.
It feels like that because I said fuck Ice Cube. Man, listen, plenty of times I had players on my
Big
sports
capital
team
letters with
and they'll
exclamation.
be and they'll do something. Wait a minute.
Blah,
Go
blah, 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 blah.
Damn, I can't even.
Go ahead, no, go ahead, Rick.
I see what I mean. I can't.
Go ahead, man.
You see the dude on my fucking screen? This dude on my screen?
Mhm.
He'd never talk to that dude. He'd never talk to the administration. He'd never do nothing with them because he know what time it is. He know what time it is. The shit polarizing, period. And I mean, and I understand what y'all talking about. Well, you got to talk to the opposition. You got to talk to the opposite side. But when the opposite side has absolutely no love for y'all at whatsoever, it's no need. It makes no sense. The only thing that coming out of this right now, is a lot of black people debating over fuck Ice Cube or defend Ice Cube.
Let me ask you this
Period.
question.
And he put himself in that position.
And then I'm gonna go to you, Brown. Hold on, let me ask a question real quick. You know, how do you feel about Killer Mike going to talk to Brian Kemp?
I don't think he should have did that shit either.
Wow. Because
And Kemp in the same boat. Kemp in the same.
Yeah, I was about to say that Brian Kemp stole the election from Stacey Abrams. I believe he really stole that.
He in the same.
However,
everybody know he stole that election, man.
However, Brian Kemp is currently the governor of that state. And if you want to get something done on a bigger scale, you have to go through the governor's office. So you're gonna have
what is Brian Kemp
with him, huh?
What is he really gonna do for black people in Georgia right now? What is he really gonna do for black people then?
We don't know.
For all the stuff that Killer Mike wants.
The thing is,
nothing.
Well, the thing is, he's bringing a conversation that hasn't already been had. Well, let me phrase it this way. There are content of the conversation that may not have been had prior. Even though the goal may be the same, but the content in which he's delivering that conversation may be different. We don't know what the conversation detailed, but you can't get anything done without going through the governor's office. So my question for you, and I do want to get to you next, Brown, is at what point do we have the conversation? Do we just wait until somebody's you feel is more relatable or whatever the case may be, and then have the conversation? Or do you say, hey, I'm gonna kick something off? Like what would be your course of action? But before I'm not really asking you that question, Rex, because I want to hear what Brown had to say real quick.
So to kind of tie in what you're saying, Brian, to follow what you were saying. once you put them on the spot that you had a conversation already, you kind of highlight that we've had the conversation. If the motherfuckers don't do anything or don't act on it or come back to the table again to talk about it, discuss it further, or to push anything forward, once you put that out in front of Black America and let them see that, it almost gives them that you kind of build that foundation that, look, we can't talk. We already know we can't talk to these people.
You can hold them to the fire about that.
You hold them to the fire. But if you never have a conversation with them, how do you hold anybody to the fire?
Like I don't like whining. Like whining is complaining without offering solutions.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
You can't sit here
offering solutions.
You can't sit here like my boy Tim Black said. You can't sit here and say that you are Black power, Black this, Black this, and never talk to the opposition. So matter of fact, sometimes you can talk to the opposition and get more from the people who you think who might benefit you more.
And I want to take it. I want to roll it back to you, Rex, because I kind of want to hear what your take is on. I don't want to say how Cube should have done it, but what is the better course of action? If we have this plan that we want to have a discussion of, then how would you have went about it, or what do you think should have been done?
If I was Ice Cube, like I said before, he has no political experience. If he was serious about it, he'd ask some type of political Black leaders to come with him. They have some type of summit.
Go ahead, finish. All right, what you say?
They'd have some type of summit or whatever, and they go in there together with a strict plan, just like how y'all say go in there with a plan and talk to them about it or whatnot or whatever. For me, it just seemed like, and you said that we don't really know all the contents of the conversation that he had with the staff or whatever, whoever was a part of the cabinet or whatever. But I mean, he went there by himself. Did he take other people? I mean, for me, it don't make sense because he's not any type of political leader or anything like that. He's an entertainer. No. And that's what really kind of
now, Rex, what I want to ask you,
I want to hear this shit here.
I want to call you to task on this because earlier when I was trying to get an understanding, you said the problem was that just having a conversation with somebody that doesn't have our best interest at heart. So what difference would it make if it was somebody else other than Cube?
So, let me jump something else in there real quick. You just said
it would have made a world of difference if it was anybody else but Trump.
But Rex.
Oh, I thought he asked me. My bad.
Rex, before you answer that, let me throw something else in there. You just said because he's an entertainer, he should not be getting involved in politics. But you wanted them boys to shut the NBA down.
I did not say that. I did not say that. I did not say that.
Yeah, you did.
I did not say that. I did not say
that. That's not what he said.
I call him an entertainer, but you ain't listening at the beginning part. At the beginning part, I said that he should have taken people up there with him because he has no political experience. I never said that he ain't had no business talking about this shit or whatever. I never said that.
No, he didn't.
But he is an entertainer. Because he's not a political leader.
You know what he's been doing behind the scenes? He's actually the people who came up with the contract with Black America. He's been talking to these folks for the last 2 to 3 years about this.
How many county offices has he held? How many seats he's held? How many seats he's held?
How many
has he run for governor, mayor? Say what?
Run.
What?
Run.
What about your president?
Yeah.
Run.
What about your president?
How many seats did Martin Luther King
we ain't gonna do no what about us.
Yeah, Martin Luther King ain't hold
we ain't gonna do no what about us.
Yes,
we ain't gonna do no what about us. Hold up. Hold up. See,
everybody always saying they want Black leaders to step up. They always saying they want Black leaders to step up. It doesn't matter what your political background is. When you're willing to go through the fire, it does
matter if you have political experience or not.
Brother. Well, wait a minute now. Let me finish now.
Go ahead, Lundy.
Your political background shouldn't matter when it step up when you being a leader for your people. It shouldn't matter.
It shouldn't matter, huh?
I kind of agree with that. But I don't want to say, but to add on to that,
it ain't like he's working alone now. It's not him alone.
To add on to that, I really want to hear because you said something a little while ago, Rex, about if he had more politically charged people with him, and that they had some kind of no, what was the word you see, like a committee or whatever, and they talked to them, but you still have to talk to that administration. So earlier when you said that you don't want, we shouldn't be talking to that administration or him specifically, it makes me ask the question, well, what's the difference between him doing or anybody else doing it?
You mean Ice Cube?
Yeah.
No, what I said earlier.
Go ahead.
What I said earlier, man, I was trying to say anybody else but the Trump administration. That's what I was saying. And the only thing I'm saying about Ice Cube, if Cube gonna go up there on the hill, he got to take people with political experience. He can't just go up there by himself, or they're gonna pull his pants down, just like how they did with this shit here. They made it into a political like shit show on TV. Everybody talking about it on radio, on TV, and everything or whatever. They even had him. He was supposed to have an interview on CNN, and he canceled because he felt that
he
CNN,
didn't cancel nothing. He didn't cancel.
Now that's two different things. That's two different things we talking about. We talking about not even talking to the specific opposition and going with somebody with more experience. That's two different things.
Yeah, I thought this show was
Well,
probably
why he ain't say- that's my whole-
contradictory speaking. And Rex, you've been a walking contradiction this whole episode.
How I've been caught. You need to check the definition of that word, dog, before you start using that like that. Maybe that's what you probably need to do, because I've been on point the whole time of what I've been saying. I've been on point the whole time. Like I said, he has no political experience.
It's never talked to.
He has no political experience.
Oh, you can talk to him, but you gotta take people with political experience. So which one is it? So it sounds like a contradiction.
The only thing I'm saying is this. No, it's not a contradiction if you just listen with an open mind. See, and you keep talking. And see what I mean? He always talking. He don't never listen to nobody. Every time somebody say something, he step right on them, boy, and you can't even finish your train of thought.
Just go ahead.
That's my whole thing.
Go ahead, see what you say.
My whole thing is this: if he was going to do the shit the right way, go up there with a team. Don't go by yourself. He got his pants pulled down, and you can say what you want. His name kind of bad with me now, because the whole time, just like how I said with the dude on my screen, he would have never gone and talked to him. Cube should have never did that shit like that.
Let me give you this hypothetical. I'm gonna throw this out there because I mean we've been talking about this for a minute, but if Chuck D represented the CWBA, yet he took Stacey Abrams with him, or any other black Nina Turner or somebody like that, you know what I'm saying, a black political leader, if they went with Chuck D to have that conversation, then you would be okay with it?
Yes.
Then you completely contradict the shit you said earlier, brother, because you said they shouldn't talk
That's
to
not
them
gonna
people at all.
Contradiction there, right?
We shouldn't talk to them.
I said Cube. I said Cube.
Remember, you asked that question about understanding what everybody's standpoint was, and I said, is your standpoint the fact that we shouldn't even talk to those group of people, period, because they didn't have our best interest at heart? And you said that was correct. That what I was saying was correct. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that's how.
Contradiction.
Yep. You still saying you still splitting that word? You still splitting that word out, huh, Hannah? That's your new word for the day.
Rex,
I hear you.
Hey Rex, I'm not trying to trip you up, man. But I'm not trying to trip you up. What I'm trying to do is get a clear understanding of what you don't like.
Listen, let me tell you something. Hold up. I didn't say what I had to say.
I want to make sure that I understand where you're coming from. I disagree with you, but I mean, how you feel is how you feel. But I try to make sure I understand how you feel. You know what I mean?
He should have gone up there in a different way. And I said that from the beginning, even with the post I put on Facebook.
You know what?
Oh Lord, man.
We're gonna carry on. We're gonna move on. You know what? We're gonna move on. Because it's obvious we obviously disagree on the stance. I think there's a little confusion somewhere in here, but we're gonna carry on.
Ain't no fucking confusion. Ain't no confusion at all, man. Like I said, he should have never did that shit in the first fucking place. And if he was gonna do it, he should have did it the right way, so they could have had some type of media exposure and let them boys know, hey, we did this with them, and this what happening right now with them. He going up there by himself.
I mean, I disagree, but you know, hey, to each his own. We can agree to disagree on this one. I think that's what we.
Yeah, let's move on, man.
We got to land there. Agree to disagree on that because we
can't
ain't
get mad because there's a contradiction.
He did, but we ain't gonna say that.
No, I getting mad. No, I got pissed off because you tell me to shut up. Don't tell me to shut up.
Don't worry.
That's why I got pissed off about. Let's get that clear.
Y'all niggas
Let's make that clear.
Y'all niggas is hell, man. All right, let's go ahead and jump into sit your ass down. Let's do that. I think this is appropriate.
Yeah, because all y'all motherfuckers need to sit y'all ass down. How about that? Y'all on the list today. Yeah, damn right. Damn right. All y'all on the list.
Rex, I'm gonna start with you, man.
Yeah, all y'all. Prime, Hannibal, Tudor Body, all them boys on the list. All them need to sit y'all ass down. Sit your big asses down. You boy don't hear that bullshit. On the GP. Just
I got me here.
and Cube need to sit his ass down too. I ain't forget about him. Yeah, that's right. I ain't changed my position. He still need to sit his ass down. How about that?
Boy, you hell, boy.
Hey, we didn't expect you to change your mind at all today, man. We just want to have a conversation with you. We weren't expecting you to change your mind. We just want to have a conversation with you.
But he did.
Y'all already know.
He did change his mind. He did change his mind today.
Brown.
Shut up, Hannibal. Shut up.
Hey, Brown, who you got to sit your ass down, Brown? Who you got?
Man, today I want the DNC, the whole Democratic operation to sit they white asses down. They proud white asses down somewhere. If you ain't got the guts to step to the plate and have a conversation with a black man about what benefits Black America, sit your white asses down.
Okay.
And I want to add to the list.
Okay.
All the black folks running around here upset with Ice Cube about having a conversation.
Yeah.
That include Rex.
Yeah. That's right. Call my name and spell it right. That's right.
And all his I want to sit all their asses down. I don't want them to even. You know what? I'm going to go a little step further. Shut the fuck up.
Oh shit! He said shut the fuck up.
Rex, that's not meant to hurt you, your feelings at all, Rick. Just let us talk from now on.
That don't hurt my feelings at all, because y'all know I ain't gonna never shut up.
Y'all boy hell, man. Y'all boy hell.
Rex, next week, we come back next week, Rex. You can do your thing. But this week, we just sit you down.
Oh, okay. Hannibal, man.
Oh, man. All right. To all the contradictionary tales.
Hey, ask him if he can spell it.
Now, you know what I'm saying? But on the real. The parents, this sit your ass down is dedicated to parents that always boost their kids up to be better than they are when their kids fucking suck. Please stop it. Please stop it. Sit y'all ass down.
It sounds like you're talking about a certain set of people.
Right.
I did.
We need a clarity.
Yeah. Those parents that never bring their kids to practice but want to cuss the coach out come game day. Sit y'all ass down. That's all I got to say about it. Those are the people I want to sit down today. That's what my sit your ass down is dedicated to. And you know,
that's a mean.
It made me want to ask, how was the game yesterday, man?
Don't ask that.
I
seen kids, you know, with a little mean streak yesterday. I'll just leave it.
They play with a little bit more enthusiasm.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
Hey, Prime, remember that tone? I tell you that Hannibal scene to kind of get whenever he talking about them kids. Remember that tone? You sound just like that all the time. Fuck them kids, man.
A tone of disgust.
I'm gonna add on to what Cannibal said. I'm gonna throw a name out there. This kid name is Mauricio. I don't know what his mama name is, but she like Oompa Loompa that fell off a tree.
She look like Grimmy. She like Grimmy.
People mama, man. What's wrong with you?
Hey man. Hey dog. I had to go up on her ass yesterday. Lady had the nerve to tell me, fuck you, yesterday before the game. And I told her, you can't have no dick over here, bitch.
Oh, shit. God damn.
Hey, wait a minute. Where y'all been at? No Charleston?
Yeah, we been in Fort D.
Damn. Boy, it goes down. Wait a minute. Yeah,
Man,
that sit your ass down, took a turn right there.
I know,
it took a
damn.
turn.
All right, I'm gonna get my situation. I'm gonna bring my shit back to a lighter side. God damn.
I know. Hey, just don't make it contradictionary, all right?
If you're wrong, stay wrong.
Oh shit.
All right. My sit your ass down for the day is pets, man. Fucking pets, man. Ever since I had this fucking cat, it's been getting on my
I got you.
nerve.
I got you. I got
Driving me up the fucking wall. I am tired of this fucking cat. He been running all over the place this past weekend. And you know what? Pets suck, man. Don't get a pet, man. I don't give a fuck if your kids want them. The kids don't even fucking take care of the damn pets. I end up taking care of the goddamn pets more than any goddamn thing. And all this shit, man. You know what? Fuck pets. Fuck pets. All of them. Cats, dogs, snakes, rats, rabbits,
everybody.
all fuckers. Huh?
Damn.
In 2 weeks, he gonna be in love with that cat.
No, man. Fucking cat get on my goddamn nerve, man. I don't even know where he at right now, man. I don't even know where the fuck he at right now.
That cat.
He plotting on your ass right now.
The house, to the time you walk in the house, to the time you lay down, that cat probably follow you everywhere you fucking go.
No, he don't, because he stay in this goddamn room. He's not allowed outside his room after he shit in the goddamn bed a few weeks ago. Like,
Yeah, we ain't figure about that. He running the house now, man. That's why you getting on your nerves, because he running out. We told
I don't
you
like
that.
pets, man. Fuck pets. They get on my goddamn nerve, man. So they
Hey, Rick.
So you basically saying fuck pets, or you want them to sit down now? Because we kind of confused.
I want to do all. They can get the fuck out. That's what they could do. You know what I mean? They can get the fuck out.
Hey, Rex. Rex.
Yo.
Hey, you know what Eric Thomas is, right?
Huh?
Eric Thomas. You know what it is?
Yeah.
Thomas?
Yeah, the motivational speaker.
Yeah. I can
so had he went there and had the conversation, would you still have the same feelings?
Oh Lord, we getting back with this shit, man.
Right.
Don't answer
End the show, man. End the show.
Man, Brian, the boy don't want me to go off again, dog. The boy about to pull the plug. He about to pull the plug.
End the show. We keep pulling this pants down. End the show.
Man. Y'all motherfuckers. God damn, got me choking over here.
Hey, right. we gotta take some samples from this one, but for sure. Put it on the line.
Oh,
exactly.
Man, boys is fool as hell, man. Anything y'all? That's it, man. We about to wrap this shit the fuck up, man. Anything else y'all boy want to mention before we tie knotting us?
Nah.
He should have never talked to that motherfucker in the first place.
Oh Lord.
Hey, man, watch us, man. Catch us on YouTube, man. Primarily speaking. Holler at us, man. It's me, Hannibal Vanderbilt. That's your host, T Prime, the angry man that never wants to show his face. That's Rex. He got the flex on him. And this cute body Brown. Hey, y'all, everybody, peace. We out. Y'all continue to have a good Sunday. I hope your Monday was powerful too, baby. All right.
This is, man. About this bitch, man. Holler at us, man. YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, man. PRIMERILY. Speaking no spaces, underscores, or dashes. Holler at your folk, man. We up out this bitch.